So I was asked a question over in TikTok around, was I aware of a forecasted global outage in August for 4 to 6 weeks? And no, I'm not. I haven't. Didn't hear that one. But there are many. So this is why I'm addressing this with this video. There are many stories out there, and they are just stories in their truest sense. They are timeline potentials all the way to gossip and rumors. And I wanted to sort of add to the conversation and bring in some wisdom. First of all, personally, I don't receive any kind of future dated intel from my team at all. My personal journey, my embodiment, and my service work is all about being present in your presence in the now moment while dissolving all that is not you and that is keeping you out of being in that presence. Because being present and being in the now is your connectivity. It is the quantum field, and that is where your power is, and that is where Ascension is. So my role, my mission, and my personal journey are all around that. I don't get intel about future dated stuff. That's not to say that there isn't future dated intel that isn't available through channels that are very, very clean. But clean channels would tend not to share things that are rooted in fear. They wouldn't do that. So that's the next piece to this unpacking, is when you look at the consciousness that is the root of these types of predictions, what is the consciousness at play? It's fear. Fear is what we are transcending, but fear is the only lockhold that the opposing team has on humanity right now. So be mindful of anything that makes you feel that you should doomsday prep, buy extra groceries, take cash out of the bank. Like, any of those types of storylines are just holding the ascension back. The ascension is happening regardless. The only thing left that is left to be played as a card on this whole card game is how many people can they snafu along the way? How many people can they trip? All of humanity is running this marathon, and we're headed towards the finish line that is Ascension. So they just keep throwing rocks into the field, onto the road, to hope to try and trip up and hold back as many people as possible. That's all that's happening. I truly believe that this process is benevolent, and that means of love. Now, we don't perceive it that way. It's hard to receive it that way because the ego doesn't understand Ascension. The ego is our protector, and the ego is the aspect of us that needs things to stay the same in order for it to feel safe. But that doesn't change the fact that this process is benevolent. So what does that mean when I wear that lens? What does that mean as we unpack that? If there's any way possible for something not to happen that is going to further traumatize the human being or the human psyche, that's what is going to be done. As I said at the beginning, any of these snafus and snags that can be thrown out as fear-mongering stories are simply just that. They are an attempt to hold back as many people as they possibly can through using fear as a tool in a process that is absolutely 100% benevolent. So we have to stay in faith. Faith is the fifth dimensional frequency that we are learning to live through and live by as the human. When you dip your toe into fear, into belief, into ingesting and digesting any of these storylines, you are pinching yourself off from faith, from your alignment, and from truth. So if an event like this or any other should come into play in the coming weeks, months, or years, what are you going to need to be able to navigate it best for you and your family or loved ones? You're going to need faith, alignment, and truth to guide you. If you dip your toe in, ingest and digest fear, you're pinching yourself off from the very thing that is going to get you through anything at all that is going to present, while at the same time understand that every particle of light is doing what it can to avoid there being any more trip-ups or snafus along the way. Be mindful of these stories. Be mindful of the filter that brings them through, how they got to be. Everything from a dirty filter to just plain old gossip is just enough to keep people talking and looking in the wrong direction. When you dip your toe in fear, you pinch yourself off from faith. You have a choice. Until next time.